TYT Sports, everybody. Still talking boxing with Britton Harden. We just recapped some of Pacman versus Algieri, outclassed. Check the clip. We'll throw it in the description below. But now we're curious, at least I'm curious, what's next for Pacman? What's next for Algieri? Start with Algieri, because I know you have some points you want to make on that one.
Well, ultimately, this is a win-win situation for Chris Algeiri. He fought on the grand stage. He fought one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of all time. Yeah, he got blown away, but now everyone knows who he is, and it just works for his personal brand in two emphasis. So one, boxing is his job. His career is a physical therapist, and he wants to go to medical school. So as a boxer, it helps him because he's shown three things. One, he is a master boxer. Two, he has the wherewithal to grow and get better. And three, he does have defensive lapses. And so what that means is, yeah, he's a great boxer, so he's gonna win more fights against opposition that are obviously less than a Manny Pacquiao fighter. Two, he has the wherewithal to get better. When he took that knee, that's him acknowledging, okay, I need to be able to get my senses in order. I'm not 100% to go into this fight, and that's very smart. Who wins fights? Smart fighters, smart boxers. And three, he gets hit. Who doesn't want to see a fighter who gets hit? You know, you'll see a lot of people who complain about Floyd Mayweather, who is an excellent boxer, one of the best boxers, if not arguably the best pound-for-pound boxer today. But he's boring to a lot of people because he doesn't get hit. He doesn't mix it up. Chris Algeiri will mix it up with you. He'll mix it up with a Ruslan Provodnikov. He'll mix it up with a Manny Pacquiao, even though he knows that he can't probably win the exchange because he's a master boxer. So you want to see him in these action fights. On the second point, he wants to be a physical therapist. He wants to go back to medical school. He has already a book deal, a book that's coming out in 2015. This fight doesn't do anything but help because all he has to do is throw in one excerpt about his fight and how it was the most challenging thing he had to overcome. And maybe I didn't win the fight, but I made it to the finish. Who's not going to buy that book now?
It's a fucking renaissance man of boxing.
Exactly.
Everything.
Exactly. And I mean, you got to think about it like this. He's 5'11". He's a clean fighter. He lives a clean lifestyle. He's an attractive guy. You know, very brand friendly, doesn't curse or do any of that, you know, crazy stuff that a lot of fighters do. A lot of people are going to jump on the Chris Algeiri bandwagon after this. So this is a win-win fight for Chris Algeiri.
Seems like it's a win-win for boxing too, overall. The sport overall.
Overall.
It needs more people, not necessarily like this, but there's only so much of Floyd Mayweather getting bathed in a bathtub that we can take in a
and now that we have insert Adrian Broner, we have baby Floyd already. You don't necessarily need more fighters who are exemplifying that. Now, obviously, you know, I think in Floyd's case, there's a little bit of showmanship sometimes, and Adrian Broner is just young, you know, but so is Chris Algeiri, and he seems to have his head on straight, and that's excellent for the sport of boxing.
That's great. So moving on to Pacquiao, now TYT Sports has talked about this. Yeah. You and the veteran Ricky Strom used to talk about this. And friend. Just about every news headline, anything, anywhere, wants Pacquiao versus Mayweather. Is that the next fight, or is that not going to happen? What would be the next fight for Pacquiao? Who? Or is he done at 63, 64, 65 fights? No,
absolutely not. I think that Manny Pacquiao wants to fight well into
his 70s.
2000 calendar year 2015, not fight 2015, 2016. They're very strategic with this fight. You know, Manny has been fighting at 147 for several years now, I think since the Oscar De La Hoya fight. And they realized that he was way more destructive at 140. It was almost an expectation that he was going to plant his opponent on the canvas at some point, if not knock them out. So this fight was at a catchweight at 144, you know, to kind of feel it out, see how Manny feels at that fight, and at that weight. And he says he wants to fight at 140. At 140, there are a wealth of fighters that he can fight. You know, there's Danny Garcia, there's Lamont Peterson, you know, there are a lot of good fights there at 140 for him, and a lot of people that will come down to make weight to fight Manny Pacquiao.
just to get in the ring with him. Of course, it's a great promotion for any boxer themselves. I mean, looking even at Algieri, I guess, as an example, is like you said, it's a win-win for him. Stepping into the ring, it's almost like a resume builder.
Yeah.
Even though he did not win, if he got knocked out in the second round, then it's not a win-win.
But you went 12 rounds with one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of all time. You can't do anything but get better from this. That fight didn't ruin Chris Algeiri. He learned from that.
It kept him going. He's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy. He's going to learn.
So there's a wealth of fighters that Pacquiao can go against?
It's a wealth of fighters that he can go against, but obviously the fight
we know what we want to see.
Yeah.
We know what we want to see. Even Foot Locker recognized the Week of Greatness commercials. We have the link to that below, too. Make sure you check that one out. Yeah. He's going to fight me? He's going to fight me!
He's going to fight me? He's going to fight me? He's going to fight me! Yes, he's going to fight me! Woo!
And he said it again last night at the post interview. You know, he looked a little nonchalant. Max Kellerman was asking him about his performance, and then he dropped Floyd Mayweather's name, and he exuberantly said, "He's going to fight me. He's going to fight me now." You know, like he wants this fight. You can tell that he wants it.
I love Pacquiao.
You gotta love Pacquiao. He's the good guy of boxing, but he is not afraid to knock your teeth out.